What's up, guys? Today we are having a chill, fun, silly, goofy day. You know me, I'm just a chill guy. So, we're playing Buggy. Buggy's a pretty chill guy. You may rest 5 Dawn, discard 1 card from your hand, play up to 1 cross guild type character from your hand. So basically you can play any cross guild. You see there's nothing very specific there. So we could play a 5-drop. Obviously that would just be stupid. We just discard a card to tap 5 and do the same thing we would do. But we can also play like a 7-drop, like a Crocodile, or a Mihawk, or a 10-drop Buggy. So I'm going to go through this list, give you my idea on it. I've got a few little goofy things in here, a good amount of promos, and a few cards to refill our hand whenever we get to the big stuff. Well, just 2, but I think this is a fun deck list. I don't know how competitive it is, but I'd like to take it onto the sim and see what we can do. I have been overwhelmed with work this week. We have the Birthing card show in... Well, for you guys, it's going to be 1 week away. So December 7th and 8th, I've been having to do my vendor list and all that fun stuff. So the fun stuff of a card show promoter. But now I get to just play some One Piece Sim and kind of chillax a little bit. So I'm excited for that. Let's start with Daz Bones. He does not get the first effect. If your leader has a Broke Works type, this card gains plus 1,000 for every 2 cards in your trash, or 2 event cards. But that doesn't matter. We don't run any event cards anyways. We could play Sanji's Peel Off or the Stage or anything like that. We don't do it though. The main thing is on play, draw 2 cards, trash 1 card. Just simple filter, and it replaces itself in hand, so we can our 10-drop buggies and our bigger cards, and then use leader ability. We're really just trying to spam bodies on the board to keep the 10-drop on the board, which we'll figure out what that does very soon. We play Mr. Tube on clay. It's just a 5-drop, 5k, 2k counter. It's mainly for the 2k counter, honestly, in this deck build. Maybe one of the things that we're missing a little bit of. We need to change that around, but... good 2k, you may trash 1 card from your hand, return 1 character where they cost 2 or less to the bottom of the owner's deck. Then, when this battles, return it to the bottom of its owner's deck. Really great, honestly, but the 2k counter and a 5-drop for our Buggy effect, you'll see later. Usopp Rush, I'm just a card you have to play if you're playing blue. You don't have to, but it's fun to pull off once in a while, so I like to throw it in as a little tech option. It's a little silly, goofy. It can help you literally win a game against Bonnie as she depletes your resources, so... I think it's a fun card. It's just Rush. It's Blue Rush, and there's not much of it, so we're going to use it today. 10-drop Kaido. We only run this as a 2 of. If your opponent has 3 or less life, draw 4 cards. Simple. Draw 4. 10-drop 12k. It replenishes our hand because our leader effect, we lose a card every time we use it, so if you lose it, you use it, or whatever. I don't know. But you get the point. I think this is just a good card. It'll be fun. So, Kabaji, if you have a Buggy character or Emoji character in play, this character cannot be KO'd in battle, but it's also a 2k counter. The 2k counter is the most, again, one of the most important parts, but it goes with Emoji, which is also a 2k counter, and finds you a Richie, which we don't play Richie. Most decks don't, but we could play Richie, and kind of that goes. I don't know. I guess that's enough 2ks at that point, because I did not realize Emoji was a 2k. Anyways, Kabaji for you. Crocodile is our staple main piece, 7-drop, 7k with 1k counter. Pretty good. The stat line's not the best, but the effect itself is. So play up to 1 character with the cross guild type or with the type including Broke Works with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. So we play a 7-drop to play a 5-drop, and we tap 5 to do that, and we tap 5 to get 12 basically. That's pretty good stuff right there. Draco Mihawk, blocker, draw 2, then discard 1 card from your hand. Again, just another filter piece, getting more cards, replacing itself so that we can keep building up. We have the 10-drop 12k Buggy, which is only a rare, not an SR, not a secret, nothing like that. Kind of surprising, but return up to 1 of your opponent's characters to the bottom of the deck. Then, if you do not control 5 characters with a cost of 5 or more, including this card, return this character to the bottom of the deck. So if you tap 5, you get a red rock, but it goes at the bottom of the deck instead of the trash. It's kind of interesting, but if you ever need a red rocker just to get rid of something that's just really bothering us, you have the removal. It's guaranteed. So this gets through any KO immunities or anything like that. So this is really good. This is honestly really good. It's just red rock basically, and then whenever you need the body on board, you can establish the body. It's really good, but I see this as more of a discard 1 card, bottom deck anything kind of play, rather than, actually body on board, because most of the time you can't. Honestly, you just can't. Again, 5k Emoji, 2k counter. Look at the top 5 cards. If you have 1 Richie, put it in your hand. Then place the rest on the bottom and play 1 Richie from your hand. It's got the same effect as like an kind of thing, but we don't play Richie. Richie just doesn't do much for us other than play blocker with us being a 5-life leader. We're not too stressed about it, honestly, at least from what I've seen from gameplay of this deck. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe we tech in Richie in a different, video, but for us, don't need it. 5 drop 7k, cross guild type, Mr. 1, Daz Bones, 5, like I said, 5 drop 7k. Simple, vanilla stat line. Usually these cards are like very unplayable. Maybe in your sealed format, this is very playable, but in this, we're going to play it because it's a 5 drop at 7k and it's searchable. It just gets us more bodies on the field for our buggy effect. Again, I see the buggy effect being more lenient of leader effect, discard 1 card, bottom deck anything. That's a real leader effect, just bottom deck anything for discarding 1 card. That's how I see this card. But you only do it 4 times in a game, but then you can also cheat out, like I said, your Crocs, your Mihawks, your whatever. So it's really not that bad. 1 drop Galdino, Mr. 3, he looks at the top 4, grabs a cross guild type other than himself, then places the rest on the bottom. Simple, searcher. Mihawk promo. This promo says you may return this character to your hand if you have 3 or more cross guild type characters. You may play up to 1 cost 5 cross guild type from your hand. It's a 1k counter that returns itself. I think that's super simple. You get a 5 cost out, then you tap this for 4, tap 5 for leader. Once you have 3, that gets out your last piece, and then you get to play the buggy after that. So it's kind of up, and then it's a piece to discard after you play out the other one. So you would get rid of this to play out the other one, saying this was already established on your board, and then you ditch this for leader effect, tapping 5 to play your 10 drop. Or if you want to keep it in hand, technically, if this is already established on the board, like I was saying, you can just tap 10 and get this effect and the character instead of having to discard a card. So we just have to play around our resources a little bit. During your turn on play, if your leader type broke works, place up to one of your opponent's characters with 2,000 or lower power to the bottom of its owner's deck. This kind of helps with like the Rosinantes, the Kid Killers, all those kind of like, not Kid Killer, that would be crazy. But it gets rid of those just chump blockers that we have to worry about. It helps into, Teach if we can pull this off. So it's really not that bad. It's really not that great either, but it's mainly there just in case. That's why we kind of played as 3 of. It's not the most important card in the deck, but again, another promo, definitely playable. You want to talk about playable promos, though. This character cannot attack. If your leader is Buggy, all cost 3 and 4 characters cannot attack. And then on play, you may play up to 1 cost 6 cross guild type character from your hand. 6 or lower. So that we can just play this out with leader effect, play this out, and then all cost 3 and 4s just can't attack. So that's the reason we kind of don't play 4s either, because this does not declare whether it's our opponent's or ours. The only one we play is Usopp, so obviously if we have this on the field, we can't use Usopp Rush. But one cool thing is we can replace this if we need to, or do whatever we need to. So say we have 5 bodies on the board, we can Usopp Rush on top of Buggy, and it can swing. So, but it's really cool to see a full just stop on Doflamingo, basically. They have to play Red Rock to get rid of this. That's the only way. And if we need to, we just establish another one. No counter, no counter, no counter. I think everything else has in the Buggy. So we're running a lot of no counters. There are some lists that kind of play some events like Lelo and stuff like that, but I think we're all right with how it is. We'll kind of play through and how it goes and then make a few changes if we need to. But honestly, I'm just really excited to play the deck. So let's get into this and see how we can do with Buggy. All right, guys. We're going to start off against Perona. We're going to take first, even though that's probably the curve they want to be on. We do have the Crocodile into the Daz Bones, but we don't have much else other than counter until then. I'm starting to see why people really do play... give me what. Let's decide what we want to grab. I think with this hand, we already have a 2k counter. I think the Mihawk's the best in this situation. It won't really do much. It'll just get killed really quickly against a black deck, so I think we're fine doing that. But anyways, as I was saying, I see why people play Sanji's Pilaf, because on 3, we can't do much. He will kill our... I guess he can't really kill our Galdino. I don't know what he was doing unless he has something to kill a rested 1 cost. And if he does, you've got the tech, buddy. I can't really much about it. We'll swing 5 in face. I don't want to actually take his life with an 8k, because then he would just block out. I'd rather lose some cards in his hand here, and if he does not want to go down already, he would have to give us the 2 cards, either this or another card from hand. And honestly, I'm big chillin' either way. I would not mind this. It looks like he's probably playing the stage here. He's playing the goofy little 2-drop, so he does take making our 10-drop kind of live for later in the game, which is very, very good. I'm not upset about that. We will be going to 5, and then when we go to 5, we will leader effect into this. We're going to ditch the Buggy, because again, it's not going to be super important in this matchup. I mean, maybe I don't know. This plays us a 6 cost, so maybe that is the best character to cheat out already. Yeah, I kind of like that. We'll trash... Well, first let's swing 5 to face, see what he does. He decided to do nothing with his other 3 Dawn. He could have swung with the Cerebus, but he did not want to. Trash 1 card from our hand. I think we can get rid of this Daz Bones. I think I'd like to keep the 5-drop 7k. That's probably not the smart choice. Yeah, we'll ditch. Play out this Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1, and we'll trash. We'll actually trash. I like trashing the Daz Bones here. I think I want to keep the Mihawk just in case, just because this is not able to use under the crocodile, so we'll trash that Daz Bones. The other one we got rid of was able to use, but it is what it is. I don't think that's a bad idea. We basically got to go even in cards, or at least only lose 1 card rather than 3 cards, if that makes sense. Draw 2, trash 1, so this replaces itself. I guess we 2 cards because we play 2 bodies on the board, 1 for leader effect, but this replaces itself, so not too bad in the hand advantage thing itself. He's also not to life yet, so just like I was saying, he is playing the stage version of this. If you don't know what the stage does, tap 1, play a cost 2 or lower Thriller Bark type character from your trash rested. This is really good for like Sindri to stack up trash and stuff like that. I don't know any other good targets. I'm sure there's something maybe that lowers power that the Thriller Pirates can take advantage of, but we just haven't seen it yet. So kind of excited to see what our opponent does. They will rest our Mihawk, it looks like, and then, oh, they're just going to kill it. Kill it with fire. Do your thing. It looks like they swing our life here. The cool thing is I would have gone for the Buggy. The Buggy is so much situation here. The cool thing is we can just swing 5 here, kill this, leave this active, and we don't even have to leader effect. I mean, like, we're really not against playing this out, leaving it there. I know they can rest it, but that's kind of fine with me. I guess we could have gone ahead and used its ability. I don't know why we would have. Probably getting a 5 cost out was more important or more impactful late game, but they have not touched our life, and our 10-drop Kaido's live, our Buggy's almost live, we just have to keep this alive. So I guess we're kind of just getting starved out at the moment. This cannot attack, which does suck. That is one drawback with this Buggy, is it's just a body. It's just there stopping his character, so he can attach all the Dawn he wants to Kobe, or do anything like that. I feel like he almost might misplay here. You know, not really do anything. The cool thing is we're waiting for his Gecko Moria. As soon as he plays Gecko Moria, we're going to be big chilling. Expecting to probably swing 7 here. I don't think he'll Gecko Moria yet. Looks like no. And if no, we'll just give him the Daz Bones. He can't swing with the Kobe anyways because our Buggy locks that down, which is very good. He doesn't have a Ryuma in trash. He does have an Absalon, and so he brings the Circus active, which is totally okay with me. What we're going to do here is actually use the Mihawk effect after we swing. So we're going to put on some pressure and starve him out in a very similar way. The cool thing is we can also... Oh, he's a 4-drop. Our Buggy stops to 4 drops. Well, that sucks. Let's go, for this? And then we'll have 4 left over. I guess we'll just go 7-7. Let's swing 7 first, see what he wants to do. We may even leader effect, just go ahead and get rid of Gecko Moria. Because we can. Might itself, but hey, we got rid of Gecko Moria. We're chilling. Now that we let it go, I definitely think we do that. We'll return this to hand to play out Daz Bones, and then we misplayed it. We misplayed it, guys. We're going to swing 9 to face. We're going to have to lose 1 here. It is what it is. It's called a misplay for a reason. We did get rid of the Cerberus, which is nice. We're kind of starving them out a little bit, but with all the recursion, the Cerberus will be back next turn, forcing us to swing into it. The Gecko Moria is definitely going to try to kill our crocodile here, and we'll probably have to let it go because we're not really developing many big bodies. I mean, I have to. 2, 1, we'll counter this one and kind of see what he does. Obviously, we have no more counter after this, but we do have Kaido online. This is where Kaido's very important. We get a draw 4. Our opponent's trying to starve us out, so we'll be big chilling because we can kind of keep our ball after this. We'll take that hit, no worries. We do get a Buggy, which kind of does suck. We don't need that anymore, and he will kill one of our characters, probably the Buggy. Nope, he is not scared of the Buggy. I do think we have to probably play 5 to face, 5 for Moji, and then leader ability into the Buggy. So we'll go 5 to face. We can't get rid of the Gecko anymore, which kind of sucks. We'll play 5 for Moji, trash this to play this, bottom decking this, and just pass turn because that card is so strong. That 10-drop Kuzan. It turns her leader ability to rest any character on the board, basically, that's 9 cost or lower. Insane. Or she can give a character -1, rest it with something else. Like, there's so much out there that it would be very scary. So I do expect 2 swings into face here, probably. She at least to start swinging our face while we're starved out, quote unquote. The nice thing is the 10-drop Kaido will really save our butts pretty soon, getting us 4 in hand. Basically using up our whole turn, but that's okay. We've got them to 5 and 2. We have 4 and 1, so kind of even, and they're up 2 in resources, 2 bodies on the board, but we're really trying to keep as much control as we can against Perona, who is very starving out an opponent, especially when you can rest one of their characters every turn almost. So there was also merit to not playing the Kabaji out at all that last turn, just keeping the counter in hand in case, but more than likely we still would have to take an attack because I don't see why they wouldn't put 2 on the leader. If they're trying to play out a Gecko Moria or something. Well, you know, Perona, you will Rebecca, return an Absalon, 1k counter to hand. Playing out what? Will you play out anything? I don't know what you would. There's always the possibility that they play out a Obi. Sorry, I had to. I don't really playing the Kobe there. Kills a 3 cost, and there's nothing to kill, so there's nothing to discard or do anything with. They are developing bodies on the board, but again, these bodies can't swing or do anything. The Rebecca especially just can't swing or do anything. We're going to take that. No worries about it. And 9, sure, I'm going to take that one too. Kind of sucks. We do want to start swinging our bodies. They tap 1 for this, knowing that we're going to have to swing into it. That's just part of the game we play. But now the Buggy's turned off the Usopp. The Usopp is off. I might be turned on, but the Usopp is turned off. We'll swing 5 into the Cerberus. It gets a swing every turn almost, which is very, very good. I'm not going to lie to you. Again, it sucks the Buggy just can't attack, but we're kind of stopping any ex-Kobe, so I'm not stressed about them. They have not any of our characters just yet, so... And they've left on active, which is really weird because they've done that twice now, so I don't know if there's something I'm missing in that. I would not mind pressuring down their face just because we're about to draw 4 cards, and I don't want them to swing our life. Yeah, we're losing by board, but we're about to get a big 12k, so they're going to counter 1 here, and then they're probably going to block out of the 7, which then means they'll Gecko Moria swing. They use the Absalon that we saw them grab with Rebecca because there was nothing else in trash literally to use. Just exactly as I said, we'll play this, draw 4, pass turn. Now we're big chillin'. We have our 10 drop for next turn. We can tap to play the Bon Clay, get more bodies on the board. Honestly, we can, or just 10 drop if we keep our body alive, or our bodies on board. We can technically drop on them next turn, saving us from anything. So the other thing we can do is tap 5 to play a character on board that is 5 drop or higher, and then 5 drop this to do whatever we need. Ryuma's probably coming in. They do a -1 on our 5 cost, so I'm assuming Ryuma. Or not. They're going to play out Rebecca. Rebecca's going to play out Cerberus, grabbing Kobe from the trash with Rebecca now that they've replaced it. Then they're going to play Kobe again, but Kobe again does not kill this. It's a 3 cost, so I don't really get that. They've miscalced again. That is twice now. But hey, let them have it. Let them do their thing. What we will also do is probably swing Gecko Moria first, trying to see their Rebecca leave the field. Probably designate leader swing into this Cerberus again. As you can tell, we're really not stressed about this Kobe. It can't do anything. It is locked down. It is very, very simple. And we have a good amount of counter now. Very happy about that. So 2 2Ks and 2 1Ks. We can definitely get rid of one of the 2Ks and one of the 1Ks. I'm not stressed about it. Depending on how they want to swing into us, not going to be a big deal. We have a big 12K body. We're about to get another one. We're kind of just beating them down, and I like that. We don't have any blockers on the board, but again, our hand side's huge where they are not guaranteed anything if they do swing us. And I do think they can let one body go. I think they'll go 9 here. They'll probably go 7 here. Oh, they're going 7 face. Kind of weird. But I guess they know where the turns are going next, so we'll give them the 2K and the 1K Mihawk. I guess they're wanting to swing 9 here. Now that we count, that's what I would assume. But hey, if they want to hit our life, that's fine too. Honestly, I'm not stressed about it. See, exactly as I thought. We can count out of this one, keep the body, and then just 10 drop next turn. Bottom decking something, which is very nice. So we will do that. And then we're going to start with 12 into 9. Because we could bottom deck the Rebecca, but I don't think that's worth it. So we'll go 12 into 9. I just want to force out the Rebecca early, or at least see if they want to force out the Rebecca. Because they also have to fear us going straight into face here. Because if we do have any rush options or anything like that, the cool thing is if we did want a leader effect, we could technically cover this up after. Ooh, they did leave themselves very open, but it would be so greedy. So greedy. I'm going to do that, but we will have some fun with them. So let's go, we'll go 5 in a Sarah. I don't think we're stressed about a cheap blocker anymore. So let's go 5 in a face. We're going to use 5. We're going to use the Buggy to bounce the Gecko Moria. We're going to leave this active. I want to Usopp Rush on them, but we can do that next turn. I think we go 7 next, and then we can decide if we want to go big with Kabaji or not. So they will counter out here. I think we just swing the Cerebus. We're really clearing up board here, and then we don't even have the leader effect, so we can keep our hand to a size that kind of scares them. And all of our bodies are above 5 drops, so we can bottom deck this and keep a 12k body. We're kind of chilling. They have to swing twice here, and the Kobe is turned offline, so we may only have 1k counter. But the only thing they can probably get from us is Kabaji, and they just quit the game. Simple, easy, to the point. They only had a 3k counter and 2 coming from life. So only had 5 basically game at that point, because no matter how we kind of split this, we win with 2 12s, because we can go 12 in a face, they take 12 in a face, they take 15, 17, no matter what. That was just game if they couldn't develop blockers. So GG's my opponent. We're on to the next one. Buggy's kind of fun. Now we're playing a very difficult matchup with the Birdcage. Oh my goodness. This could be really fun. It stops we top 3 and 4s. I don't think that's good in this matchup. But we get it anyways. They chose to go first, kind of expected, because not much we can do on a 4-Don play other than the Mihawk, which is what I'm sure that's what the Mihawk was made for, was for going second. We can return it. We can't do it this early, so we'll look through here, see what we want to grab. This is not doable. This, we already have one of these. So it looks like it's Moji. I don't think it's worth grabbing another Crocodile when we already have 2 in hand. And then we can just pass turn there. Simple, easy, to the point. They play Law. What did they search up? Chopper? Ooh, this is getting spicy, guys. They grab an Usohachi 2k counter, rest anything, and they're just going 7 to face. We will take that. No stress about it. I was hoping to see a Mihawk there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We are going to go 5 in a face, see what they want to do. They do have 1 still active, so they could do something, I guess, with a counter in hand or something, but they this. Galdino for the swing, and that's it. That's it. Have that. You got him, buddy. We have a bunch of counter in hand, but not a bunch of good characters to play at the moment. We will counter out with a 2k counter from Bon Clay there. Thank you, Mr. Bon Clay. Goat things right there. And then I think we're going to have the leader effect here. I don't think this is worth playing. I don't think it's worth bottom decking anything they have. We're not really looking to starve them out. And it looks like they might not be playing Birdcage, because Birdcage is 5 costs and lower, right? I don't remember off the top of my head. I know we need to... We're going to trash this to play out this, and then to cheat out probably just the Daz Bones. I don't think Moji or anything's going to do anything. I don't think it's worth bottom decking one of their characters. So getting 2 7-drops this turn, pretty solid. And they can't swing the carrot unless they have something to rest our 7 or 5. So they're not getting anything out of it. So we're forcing out 2k counters. We forced out 2 already. Got them down to 3 life. Hands are looking similar, which is pretty good for us. I do see a reason, like I said, for us playing Sanji's Pilaf. We have another one of these just because this is a target for our Crocodile if we want to play out the Crocodile next turn. Ooh, no counter on this. Do we want to go down anymore? That's fine. We'll go down one more. Ooh. We get Buggy. This could be intense. Intense right here, because starting next turn, we will have very, very strong boards. So I think we 6 into carrot, force out 1 more card from hand, which would be very good. We're going to have to front a lot of attacks next turn, but we still have 4k counter. The annoying thing right now is these 5-drop 6k with that gets blocker at the end of your turn. I don't really want to discard anything, so we'll play this, bottom deck this, pass turn. Now next turn we have our 10-drop available, and that's on 10 Dong. We don't technically have to leader effect. It kind of depends on what they want to do. They're playing very aggressive here, which some people might be scared of, but 2k counter, simple, because they have a lot of swings coming after us. So we will probably have to take 2 life here, which is scary, but if we can start controlling the board, we'll be chilling. 4k counter. Do your worst. Do your... Want to kill us this turn. Holy cow. Well, they have 7-7, so I have to take here. Yeah, let's take. We kind of had to. This is crazy. Why? 2k counter, why? And the thing is, we only have enough counter. We can't really get rid of this. I guess it's not really an issue yet, but so we can drop this. Let's see what he'll get on the board first. We do have 10 Dawn to play with. If we need only 5, we can. Let's start swinging them here. Let's really try to get rid of this carrot. Not too stressed about it. I think we'll be able to get rid of it pretty easily. And then we could technically put 3 Dawn on Daz Bones. Let's put 2 Dawn Daz Bones. See if we can kill Luffy Taro with a 9. If not, we'll put 3 on Crocodile. Ooh, he stands it as active. That's fun. You thought you got me. So now we're going to go, what, 3 Dawn left. Because we know we're going to use leader ability here. So we go 8 and 9. So we'll go 8 into face. 5-7k is really strong. We have built a strong board up. And then we'll go 9. And then we are going to leader effect. Trashing. I don't think we'll need 2 of these, especially with us being at 1 life. Trash this. Play this. Bounce this. Pass it over. So now we've developed a 10 drop 12k on 1 life. We have 5k counter. What's the split here if they want to kill us? It looks like 5 and 5, so it'll be 10 and 11. And we have 5k counter, so this would have to be a 2k. I think no matter what... Oh, he just fumbled. He fumbled. Because we can counter out of that, right? Yep. 2, 2, 1. Oh, we can't counter out of it. It was no K counter anyways. We lose the game. We hit 2 buggies out of life, which is kind of crazy. That's really just unlucky there. We should have had the game. That just came down to unluck with the no counters. So maybe that's an issue going on in the deck. Maybe we need to play the 3-drop Sanji's Pilaf. Let's switch over to some Pilafs and see what we can do with that. Alright guys, we are going to be running this list now. We dropped the Buggy by 1, we dropped the Crocodile down by 2, we got rid of Usopp Rush over there. We're playing 4 Sanji's Pilaf. We're going to see how that does. So we try to get rid of mainly no counter cards to play more no counter cards, but at least this draws us cards. Like, so I think that lets us go net neutral when we do use our leader ability on like 8 Dawn or something. Not that we have any 3 drops to play anyway, so this kind of helps. Like, so on 8 we can use this and leader effect. Even on 10 we can do this, put 2 Dawn on leader, swing 7, 7, 7, and then leader effect. Like, there's a lot of there, and I think using the peel off is very important. So let's see how we do with the peel off, and let's get into one more game and call it a day. One more game, and it is against Miss Nami over here. I think we mulligan hand. We don't have a ton going on early. We'll grab a... Wow, there's almost a big whiff. We'll just pass turn. I think that's pretty simple, to the point. We'll have to see what they play out here, or if they play anything at all. A lot of them are playing low to the ground. She does play the Nami, which searches with only 1 Dawn active. So let's swing 5 to face, see what she does. We don't have a Sanji's peel off, so if we can go 5-5, it's going to force a card out of hand at least. Maybe even 2, depending on what event they use here for 1. I guess we'll just see here. They'll probably swing our Galdino, honestly. So the Desert Spada, meaning that they don't get plus 1k for the turn, which is what I was scared of. I think that might be White Snake. So we don't have to worry about a White Snake. They do get to stack the top. Reveals 1 event from the top of the deck and add it to the hand, only when attacking. So we do need to find a way to kill this. But I'm assuming there's going to be a Snake Dance in my face pretty soon. I would really like to see something to extend our board more. We probably won't be for the next couple of turns. Mainly just building up, like killing the Nami. They give us another Nami from hand, so I'm assuming there has to be a White Snake coming in. They will probably just swing the Nami, search top 5, White Snake, return this to hand, counter 1. White Snake, again, only gives them... No, it returns it to the hand, so it doesn't matter what counter it gives them. It just comes out, just joins the fight. So they're going to swing the 1-drop Nami. Probably won't put... I wouldn't assume they put Dawn. If they do, I don't think they're a good Nami player. I had someone ask for Nami before, so that's the only reason I'm doing this, by the way, guys. Just be warned. Love, love, beam. Your lanes won't power, then draw 1 card if you have 3 or less life. In yeah, whatever. Sure, spamming the board more than anything. It doesn't really matter our hand size. We're not too stressed about it, so I think we might just develop a Daz Bones, maybe a Mihawk blocker. Not that the blocker's really going to do anything, but it's just a 7k body. Ooh, they're about to have 2 of these. No bueno. No bueno indeed. Trash one would be pretty good right now. We'll swing the Nami. Again, I'm expecting a White Snake here. Or not White Snake. Whatever the one that characters to their hand. Nope, just lets it die. Sweet. That is really good. I would love to see a Crocodile here, but I genuinely think we just develop the Daz Bones and pass turn. We don't have to go down in hand just in case. The Buggy doesn't do it for us, so I don't think this is a body we're ever going to develop. This will be our first leader target when we do decide to use leader ability. That is the nice thing about no counters, is we can filter through them pretty well. Might have been worth actually playing the Daz Bones just to trash it and draw 2 new cards. This Daz Bones, of course. There's a few Daz Bones in the deck. This guy, Man of Steel over here. Nami's always hard to play against, though. I really expect them to use cards from hand, focus on draw power, and I don't care for it too much, personally and not personally. Yep, you're going to search top 5, bottom deck the rest. Really getting stacked top of their deck. We haven't seen it yet. No Sanji's peel off. They grab White Snake, so I give them plus 1k for the turn, then draw 1 card. Kind of annoying, so we know we kind of have to swing, force out that, or make sure that doesn't happen. Obviously, we're going to swing the Nami first, but they will, if not, they just get to keep going. They get the Desert Spada from hand. They are really going crazy today. They're going crazy, man. They're going crazy. I almost feel like bottom decking it. Tap 5, bottom deck, call it a day. Call it. If you guys want to see an in-depth Nami video, let me know. If you want to watch me play with myself on YouTube, let me know. Let's swing 5 into the Nami. I do expect Snake. Is that what it's called? No, nothing. Okay, we'll just play this out, which will cheat out. What's 5 or less, right? Dang, can't cheat this out. It looks like it should just be emoji, I guess, because you can't. Oh, we can do Daz Bones. That's sweet. And then we'll just trash this. Boom. Simple and to the point. Now we're really going to start getting aggressive after these next few turns. Now that we have so many bodies on field. Let's go 7 into face, see what you want to do. They're going to probably counter out, but we need to start forcing cards out of hand now. They're already down to 34, 5 in life still, so this is a little bit stressful at this point. We haven't seen any peel-offs, so this could be stacked with just 4 peel-offs and a Kaya. That would suck. They do have a way to stop every single one of these attacks, which is kind of annoying. Only get plus 2k, stacking the top 3, choosing what they kind of want to trash this turn. 7 in hand, or 6 in hand kind of sucks. Obviously, Pudding would be very well played into this matchup. So maybe we do play a Pudding in the future. A lot of blue decks just play Pudding because Pudding's Pudding. It's pretty simple. You play Pudding because it's Pudding. It's good. You make your opponent refresh their whole hand. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Use the Snake, so we may just go 6 then, and then heavier with our other bodies. Because now we'll go, and then 1, 2, 3, 10, which will be 2 cards out of hand, so 6, 6, 10. When they get 1k, those are kind of the correct numbers to use. They did get to draw a card, and they still have 5 Dawn active. So 2, 2, 1, another White Snake. Man, so we're just going to have to go, it looks like just 7, force out more Dawn, and then we have, what, 4 to put on leader, so we go 9. Again, that's still 2 and 1. Pretty solid. I would start taking. I would probably take this one or the next one. If they take this one, obviously we would just let it go, but depends on how they want to play it. Nami's just doing Nami's things. They do counter from hand, so I don't know if it's worth attacking. They give us a Kaya. That's pretty solid, actually. I honestly don't mind at all. I think we'll just develop the Mihawk here and then draw 2. We'll keep the Crocodile in case. And we'll just ditch another Daz Bones because we're about to be developing very large bodies. I don't think we even swing 8 to face. They have the 3 Dawn. And I think that's one of those. They gave us a Kaya. That's a win. That's a win in my books. On 10 Dawn, they kind of have the ability to do whatever they want. This is the part where I kind of lose the Nami because I don't understand Nami. I don't know if I just don't swing anymore. Return up to one of your opponent's characters. They cost 5 or less to its owner's hand. That's insane. That is crazy. That is very strong, Nami. That is very good. You're kind of cooking with that one. The cool thing is we... Nojiko? Boys, it's been many years now. They will play the Nami. We could just bottom deck this. I'm honestly not against it. Maybe tap 5, bottom simple maths right there. We'll tap 5, trashing 2k, play out the Buggy. We'll bottom deck the Nojiko, and then we'll just pass turn. Simple, easy. We're developing huge. Now we have 10 Dawn to kind of go straight into them. We added a card to their deck, so now their draw is kind of nullified. And we're just getting boys. There's not much you can do against these big boys. So now we're going to start slamming down with the Buggy and probably just going heavy with our characters. They will return a 5 cost to hand, but guess what we're going to do? That's not the right one to do. I guess they don't want us to draw 2 trash 1, but that's really not bad. Draw 2 trash 1 is not that deep. Like, it's really not. Crocodile was probably the worst choice. Anytime you play a Kaya or anything like this, I'm going to have this in hand. I'm going to be ready to go. I think we just develop another big body and then just pass turn. It's that simple. You want to sit here and play with yourself? You're drawing 1 card a turn? Sure. I've got 12, 12, 12, 12 after your... You have no plans here. They want to swing 7 at us. That's fine. I will give them a 2 and a... we'll give you a 1. I'm not really stressed about it, but I'd rather keep the counter in case. And now I'm going to do exactly what I said. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, right? And then 3. No, it would be 2 and then 4, 4. Yeah. So we'll go 9 in face. What you going to do? Or 8 in the face. What you going to do? I guess I did my math wrong. 8, 11, 11, 12, 12. So 8 alone is going to cost probably 2 Dawn. 9 would have been better. So maybe it would be better to go 9, 9. And then... put the rest on him, going 10. No, 12. What, 2, 2, and then 6. Yeah. We'll do that next turn. 9, 9, 12, 12, 12. That'd probably be better math, just because this forces out a 2K. Oh, they're only using Desert Spada. That's kind of chill. I guess they want to set up their turn to know when to draw and what to do. Must be a good Nami player or something. Kind of cringe. Give me 2K. Give it to me. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Don't see any stress here. I think we're in a really good spot. We're kind of set up, so because he's still got to use 1 more Dawn at least. That'll give him 6, and then it's going to cost 4 to get out of each of these attack, I believe. Because with 11, it's going to be 2. It could be 2, 1, and a 1K, which is 3 cards. And then it would be 2, 1, and a 1K, so that's the other one, and then 12, 12 to face. Not too stressed about it. They do Snake Dance for 1 extra, and now they still have to counter 1. Not really the best moves. No. So being a 6K, what's the right number now? I think we just still go 11. Really too stressed about it. That's still 5K, so that's a 2 Dawn and a 2K, and then 2 Dawn and a 2K. And they don't play a ton of 2Ks, so they still have to use Dawn for that. I think they're kind of seeing, hey, this ain't gonna work. I'm not even swinging my leader. I'm not stressed about leader swing. I'd rather get a bunch of big swings, which is a lot more important against this Nami matchup, in case you don't know how to play against Nami. It's just go very, very tall, and we did that very suddenly. And like I said, anytime they play anything we really want to get rid of, Crocodile. They just take. Let's see what their trigger is, because they more than likely have a trigger. Impel Stars, draw 2 or whatever. Sanji's Peel Off, or I guess it's draw 2, trash 1. Like, nothing? Sure, that's fine with me. 11. And then you know it's 12, 12. Math out what you want. That is still 4,000 and then 3,000. It's not easy to do with just 5 Dawn there. So they will White Snake. That gives them plus 4K, draw 1 if you have 3 less cards in your hand. Or Love Beam. Jesus, why do I keep saying White Snake? This is White Snake. Plus 1K for the whole turn and then draw 1 card. And now they got to give us a 2K. Because you've already committed to this. After you commit to it, it's hard not to. So they will play Gavel, discard a card, get plus 4K more. But that guarantees both of these hit. Because there's nothing you can do for 2 Dawn. You get to trash up your life. But we're kind of chilling now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Because next turn we do the same thing, and if we can hit them 3 times here, we can hit them 3 times next turn. It's that simple. 27 cards in life, this is not looking good for them. And then 12. Can't beat it. You would have to have 2 Gavels, and 2 Gavels won't work here, because Gavel I don't think lets you draw a card, does it? No, just trash the top 2 cards of your deck. So, it is what it is. Hey, thank you, thank you. Now, I'm going to swing leader in 5 and a 6, just for him to do whatever he wants with. Nah. We don't even have many bodies on board either, because we have a ton of counter in hand. So we're sitting here with a big 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. This would be a good into any matchup. If I could develop this board against anybody else, I think they just forfeit. Just pop the triggers. Why are we not triggering anything? You're Nami. Look how many triggers they have. Use one of these. I guess if it's return a character, it's not worth it. Because even Nojiko, like, you only stop 1 swing then. I just put the Dawn on leader instead. Not too stressed about it. I guess that was worth it. Hey, good job. Put 9 Dawn here. Oh, you just returned to my hand. It's almost like I said that was going to happen. I literally think we can just go 12 in a face. He'll counter out with Dawn, and then we can go 12 in a face again. He'll have to counter out with Dawn. I think we start with the 2 12s. You know, kind of fun. Then we can know if we want to even develop a body or not. I think that'll be the important tell, because if not, we can 12, 12 again. So if you take 12, you take counter out of 12, and then you got to counter out of 12 again, and you still have 24 cards in your deck. I don't think you're winning. Nojiko is a cool tech card, though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We've seen, what, three of them used against us? Maybe it's not even tech. Maybe this is what it uses in the future. But this slows down your opponent very well. See? 12. They had to tap 2. Draw a card if you have 3 or less. Pretty solid right there. Plus 4K. And then they'll need to do another Love Mellow. They could gavel, but that'll force them to discard a card. And almost guarantee they lose. I mean, not specifically, because the card from life right here on the next 12. They do get out of it. They get to trash a couple of cards. Simple and sweet. Nice to know ya. There's no way to get out with 2 cards, or you have nothing in your hand, and I just swing 5. What? What? That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 12 again. I guess we could have gone 7 and 10, maybe. Maybe that would have been better, but there's nothing they can do. 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw all you want, buddy. Draw all you want. 12. They have 17 cards left. They need to see every single Kaya right now. Because even Gavel doesn't seem here. And they have 1 left. Not stressed about it. 15 cards. This is getting a little scarier than I thought, guys. Cool. What is that? Return to activate this character's main effect. Well, that don't do nothing. Ya goober. Ya goober. What if they do play a cheap blocker? I don't think Crocodile hits the Margaret. Maybe it does, because it's 2k power. Maybe that's what that card's made for. Ooey wooey. They Sanji's buff. All they have to do is run out of cards. That's all they have to do. I think we still win this. I think we do. 22 in a face. I don't think there's a way out of it to finish off 12 cards. Because Gavel 1, Gavel 1, Gavel 1. That's 6 cards. And that's 12k. They'd have to have 4 Gavels. We know 2 are in trash. So that would be Gavel, Gavel, 2 Gavels. And then 2... What else gets out of trash's cards? What else can you do to trash these cards? Deathwink, that was good earlier, actually. I did not expect a Deathwink. Desert Spada for 1, so that would be 2. We've already seen 2 of those. I really don't know what else we're really stressed about. They probably have to have like 2 or 3 in their hand at this point. They're probably just going to forfeit. I hate playing Nami, guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is so boring. This is miserable to the video game, to the card game, to the life. And they just pass. Hey, kind of what we expected. I think we just go 12 at face, and if they can get out, we just got 12 more. So I would be amazed if they could. If they could get out of 12, more power to you. If you get out of 12 and deck out 12 cards with 22k coming at your face, that's fair, honestly. That you deserve the win at that point. I think they just have to call it there. Admit defeat, Nami. Admit defeat. Why is it not showing my game? Oh, it is. Okay. I turned off the game for a second. I was like, why is it not showing the game? I was lost. All right. This is a 20-minute match right now, by the way. I was just checking to see how long the match was right there. 20 minutes. GG's. Please just quit. All right. I'll get back to you guys when they admit defeat. Alright guys, that is the Buggy deck list today. Thank you guys for such an easy video today. I told you I wanted to just kind of be chill, try something new. I've literally never tested this deck or anything. I just have a ton on my plate right now, so I won't be posting a ton next week. I may make videos to go up. I've been trying to get a video every single day recently. You guys have been eating it up, loving it, so I really appreciate all the help. But next week, I will be at the Burlington Card Show setting everything up in North Carolina with over 310 vendors right now, so it's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a ton of fun, but I will be very busy with that. If you make it somehow, like even if you just started watching and you're like, oh, I'm in North Carolina, and you come out and hang out, say what's up. I love hanging out and just talking One Piece and probably some Smack too. I like a little Smack talk once in a while, if you can't tell. So I really enjoyed this deck. I do think the 10-drop Kaido is very important in it. I was actually really surprised. I was happy to have that. Obviously, the Buggy's amazing. You play the peel-offs. That's just what I learned, because on that 3-Dawn turn, if you get your perfect curve, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do other than swing 8, and sometimes swinging 8 does not feel great. Or going 5-5 with Galdino, get a card out of hand, because we're not rushing to kill them. We're trying to develop a huge board. So sometimes that is the better option, 5-5, or 1-5, and draw 2. So then your leader effect is active. You can find your bodies you need and stuff like that. So anyways, that's the deck list. Buggy is actually pretty fun. It's not my kind of play style, but I did actually enjoy it. I always felt like I found my counter. I felt like it was very consistent. I didn't feel too bricked up ever. Pause. Anyways, GG's my opponents. Thanks for watching. I really enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.